The police services of this country cooperate and collaborate with each other in a very seamless fashion. Whenever a tragedy happens, they rally to the cause and bring all their resources to bear. In this particular case, the Fredericton Police Force will of course be the police force of jurisdiction. They have the lead role. They will ask for the services and help of the RCMP if they believe they require that. And the RCMP will of course collaborate and help in every way possible.
So basically, my second question is, will the RCMP take over the investigation to what happened?
The lead jurisdiction is the local police force in Fredericton. As the investigation unfolds, they will determine exactly what happened and how it happened and why it happened, and other jurisdictions can be engaged as further information is obtained. At this stage, it's very early. The facts and the details are not known. What we do know is that 4 Canadians are dead,
Yes.
And that is a huge tragedy for the whole country, and all Canadians, I'm sure, would want to extend their condolences and their sympathies to the families and to all those who are suffering this incredible loss, including 2 police officers.
And the next question is, do you have any information about the alleged suspect? Do you?
No, we don't at this stage. Mind you, you may have noticed the mayor of Fredericton and the police chief in Fredericton will be holding a news conference at 3:30 local time in Fredericton, which is 2:30 in Ontario, and they will be able to provide any information that's available at this stage. It's still very early in the process, so their ability to actually go into detail will probably be quite limited, but it is important for them to report to the public to the extent they can on what they know and how the investigation is unfolding. But on your first point, whenever any police force in the country needs the assistance and support of another police force in the country, whether it is federal, provincial, or municipal, they all rally together and cooperate seamlessly.
Any information about the weapon used? The suspect?
No, not at this stage.
And then,
no information at this
so
stage.
you don't know if the weapon was registered or anything like that? Just questions I've been asked to ask.
Yeah, no. Unfortunately, the investigation is just beginning. The police will need to make, first of all, a positive identification of who the suspected culprit is. They'll need to get access to that individual's premises through the normal process of warrants and searches and so forth. And since this awful tragedy only happened a few hours ago, it's still very early in the going. But the police will make a point of reporting to the media and the public all that they can possibly report to make sure that would not impinge upon the investigation, to make sure that the Canadians are fully informed. The officers that were engaged on the scene, as I understand it, were officers employed by the Fredericton City Police. So it would be important to put that question to the police chief and the city of Fredericton. They have jurisdiction and responsibility, but every mayor that I know of and every police chief that I know of is always very anxious to make sure that their personnel are equipped and properly positioned to do the serious work they have to do of keeping the Canadians safe.
Does today's incident suggest at all that more needs to be done in terms of legislation?
Sorry, what was that?
Does today's incident suggest that more needs to be done in terms of legislation?
Well, I can't comment on today's events because they're still so new and so raw, and we'll see where this investigation leads in terms of what exactly happened, who did it, what was the motivation for doing it, and the instruments of destruction that were used. We'll have to find that out. But broadly speaking, the Government of Canada has obviously taken the issue of gun violence very seriously. We have brought forward new legislation, Bill C-71, that is intended to increase background checks, to improve the license verification process, to make sure that, that records are properly kept and so forth. We have also invested $327 million over the next 5 years, and then $100 million a year every year thereafter for initiatives that we will work with provinces and municipalities to implement to specifically deal with the issue of guns and gangs and drugs. And it's very often that three-way combination that lies at the root of the violence in our communities. So we are taking this very seriously and have for many months now. It's a critical issue for Canadians to feel safe and secure in their communities and in their homes. And Canada is a safe and secure country. In fact, most crime rates are going down and have been going down for several decades. But the incidence of violence with firearms has been going up over the course of the last 5 years, and our initiatives are aimed specifically at that objective, to improve the law with respect to firearms and to put new investments in to assist provinces and municipalities in doing the work they have to do.